Good evening, Arrow fans, and welcome to tonight's contest between our visiting foes, Aberdeen Central, and our Watertown Arrows. This is Rick Evans, your host for POTV. Sorry we missed you last week with some technical difficulties, but hope we're back stronger than ever. The Arrows came off of a hard-fought loss to Pier, looks like, 55-57 last Friday, and last Tuesday, of course, you couldn't see it, but they had a nice game, an 84-69 win over Mitchell. And after tonight, we'll have one game left. That's Tuesday. We'll be on POTV at our usual time of 7 o'clock here in the Watertown Arena, and that'll be the final regular season game. And that's probably about when everybody else will finish up as well. So I'll give you an idea of the standings for the ESD. Aberdeen is on top with a 13-1 mark. Yankton is at 12-3 in second. Pier is 10-4, and Watertown 8-6, so fourth in the conference. Brandon Valley's at 8-7. Mitchell 6-9, Brookings 3-8, Huron 2-12, and Harrisburg, our foe next Tuesday, is 1-14. So barring any strange happenings, the Arrows should go 1-1 in these two games. Any luck, we might win tonight, but more than likely, with Aberdeen being so strong, we'll split the games and be 9-10. But we're firmly in third place in the district, so that means we'll be heading to Roosevelt, and that first district game will be Tuesday, March 3rd. And then win or lose, we would play again on Friday. If both Watertown and Brookings lose on Tuesday the 3rd, we would be at home against Brookings on that Friday. Top seed in the whole AA is Sioux Falls, Washington with a 17-2 mark. Then comes actually Lincoln on their heels at 14-4. And I see Washington just lost to Lincoln last week. So Lincoln, boy, when we saw Lincoln here, I just thought they were really good. I was really impressed, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if they would take the state tournament. But Aberdeen will have a little something to say about that maybe, and who knows, maybe even O'Gorman. Actually, O'Gorman is third seed for the state, and Aberdeen is fourth seed. These all come from seed points more so than they do from win-loss records. I'll give you some other information as time goes along here. The girls will start district play on March 2nd. That's on Monday, and they will be traveling to O'Gorman, so we won't have that game either. The away games we don't get to do, just the home games. So next Tuesday will be our last boys game. Tonight's sponsors for POTV: Mike Lucan of Hofteaser Realty, the Cowboy Country Store, KXLG Radio, Qdoba Mexican Grill, Wow, your internet, cable, and phone company, Roy's Sports Shop, and the Watertown Weather Watch, along with Sharp Abra and Sharp Service. Well, again, we encourage you to go visit those sponsors and patronize them, otherwise POTV can't bring you the game. Well, tonight's featured Arrow is Taylor Lindahl, a 6-foot guard. He's a senior. He also plays football at the high school. His college team, favorite college team, is the Stanford Cardinal. Pro team is the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I'm sure I'll be happy to hear that Kevin Garnett's coming back to the Timberwolves. Pro athlete is Dennis Rodman. That's an interesting choice. Movie Forrest Gump and actor Tom Hanks. Book Job. And his hobbies are driveway basketball, hanging out with friends, and singing in the choir. And what does Aero Pride mean to Taylor? Putting in every ounce of effort in that you can in order to ensure that your team will be victorious when the final whistle blows. So that's Taylor Lindahl, a senior guard, and I assume we'll maybe have one more Tuesday on. Sorry about last Tuesday. I'm thinking Matt Decker was our featured Aero and didn't get a chance to tell you about Matt. Some other area teams that you might want to know how they're standing in Class A. We have Aberdeen Roncalli on top with the best seed points, so they are the top-ranked team in the state at 18-2. Right behind them is Winter at 18-1, slightly less than seed points. Del Rapids 17-2. And then we've got, looks like Clark Willow Lake at 16-3 is a fourth seed. And looks like we're about ready to start with the national anthem. I'll give you some other updates in a minute. But we'll pause for the national anthem at this time.
The official score tonight's contest are Glenn Della, Fran Hussein, and Shabda Young. And now would you please all rise as the Watertown Mixed Vocal Group, under the direction of Dell Yawker, honors America with the singing of our national anthem. We remind all in attendance that proper respect is to remove your cap or hat, face the flag, and stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. Veterans may salute the flag.
And nice job by the Aero Choir. And we'll have Aberdeen's.
Now let's lead your Aero cheerleader.
First, the Aero cheerleaders, and then we'll have the Aberdeen starting lineup. Taylor Johnson. Jenna Hansen. Talia Haight. Anna Brewster. Madison Neldner. Allie Cummings rounds out the cheerleading group. My daughter, Mallory Hoffman, the coach for the cheerleaders. And the starters for Aberdeen. 6-foot senior, number 3, Jesse Babcock. 5'9" senior, number 23, Logan LeGrand. And the forwards, number 5, Anthony Bachmeyer, 6'1" sophomore. And number 22, Cannon Harrigan. And their post, TJ Allman, number 44. And of course, Brett Norberg is the coach for the Aberdeen, the brother of Watertown coach Coach Norberg, Brian Norberg. Now for the Arrows. Our first guard is Nate Davis, number 4. And senior, 6 foot, Matt Decker. And number 10, our featured Arrow, Taylor Lindahl. Nate DeSpiegler with the next forward spot. And our post, Mr. Bryce LeBlanc, number 44. So we're just about ready to start here. Again, this game really has little, if any, impact on the rankings or who play who in district tournament play, but nor will it change a whole lot in the ESD standings. But I'm sure Brian would love to beat his brother, as always, but Aberdeen having a really good year this year. And Aberdeen with the tip. Well, we'll see if Watertown's good play will continue. And they just barely lost to Pierre at Pierre, which they beat us pretty handily here. Nice drive, a good defense by Decker. And of course we took it to Mitchell pretty good on Tuesday. Oh, Matt makes a bad pass. Oh, almost saved, but saved to Aberdeen. Matt gets back for defense, makes the shot miss, but the put in for Aberdeen. It's like LeGrand gets 2. So the first score of the game goes to the Aberdeen Central. And boy, they got a swarming defense. The Arrows having a little trouble getting the pass that their teammate can handle. Bryce got bumped a little bit as he went up and comes up a little short. Not much for contact, but it was just enough to throw him off, I think, a little bit. And nice little jump shot there. Bachmeyer with 2. 4-0. Golden Eagles. And the bank shot doesn't go. Oh, Arrow's a little bit cold here to start with. Playing looks like a little tight. Aberdeen has no trouble getting the ball up. And no rebounders, so see if the Arrows can get on the board. And we got a whistle push on Aberdeen. I think number 3, Babcock with the foul, the first foul on either side. Aberdeen will finish up with Brandon Valley at home on Tuesday night, while the Arrows are going to be hosting Harrisburg. And the 3 won't go either for Taylor. So still 4-0, and the Arrows missed 4 or 5 shots here. 3-point attempt is short. The Arrows have had a couple good looks, just haven't been able to hit. Bryce is going to go on the inside, get fouled, still can't make the bucket. Nice move, he got around the player nicely. He just didn't put that ball in the glass on the right spot. And that foul is on TJ Allen. And let's see if Bryce can get us on the board. Well, it rolled around but went in. So we'll take one there, and 4 new arrows come in, and I don't see anybody waiting in the wings for coming in for LeBlanc. Woggy's in, Spencer Woggy, and Bailey Van Sickle, and the second one rolls out, so it's 4-1. Aberdeen's coming at us. And a foul on the ground, so there'll be no shots. Alex Gower in the ball game now. And Arrows don't do very good defense there. And that's Cole Bergen into the ball game for the Golden Eagles. He gets 2, and it's 6-1. So the Arrows not shooting worth a hoot, but kind of in the ball game if they can get something going here. Nice pass into Woggy, and he's going to get fouled, and chance for a 3-pointer. And Spencer looked pretty strong on that one, and I think he's been playing some more and gaining some confidence here. And that's a good sign for the Arrows. That doesn't hit the next one, so 6-3, and the Arrows can come up with another stop. They'll have a chance to tie it the next time down. Nice defense. Gower stuck his arm out there, and that's Bailey Van Sickle stuck his arm out just in a passing lane, and Davis is going to tie her up with a 3. 6-6, and said as poorly as we were shooting, we were still in the game, and now it's tied. Nice pass in there, and 2 points for Brock DeGroot, who's in the ball game for the Golden Eagles. Nice pass there. I would imagine those kind of plays is what's got Aberdeen where they are today. And Nate dumps it off for a nice easy little jump shot that won't go. And a couple Arrows fighting over the ball. Now LeBlanc goes out, and Nate Spiegler back in. Hannon Hannigan back in the game for the Golden Eagles. Cole Bergen in the ball game for the Golden Eagles, as well as Logan LeGrand. Let's see who else they got out there. Jacob Goring, or Garing in there now, and Nate darn near stole it away, and he's getting awful close to fouling somebody there. Awfully aggressive. I'm really surprised there wasn't a foul there. Lindahl back in the game for the Arrows. And a 3-pointer at the buzzer of the 25-second clock, or 35-second clock. Logan LeGrand with a 3 that puts the Golden Eagles back up by 5. Taylor with a nice little move that goes in, and we'll get a foul to Lindahl, and now the Arrows are starting to warm up a little bit. Makes it 11-8, and a chance to cut it to 2. Brent Schulte in for the Arrows now. Looks like Matt Decker's going to come back in. Bailey Van Sickle will take a rest. That foul was on Jacob Gehring. And Aberdeen has 4 fouls already. That may play a little bit of a role, and I believe that the foul is called on Mr. Schulte on the rebound. A little bit of a push in the back there. 11-8, and the Arrows not shooting free throws it very well. One for 4. A lot of people on the floor here. And that's going to roll in, and they're going to count it. Grote gets 2, and he'll shoot, and Alex Gower with the foul. And a miss there, and we're going to go the other way as Aberdeen's got a hold, and this is a crew that I would say probably going to call more fouls than most crews do. Try to keep the game under control here. And that is Mr. Bergen's first foul. Cole Bergen gets that foul. 8 fouls already in the first quarter. 5 on Aberdeen, 3 on the Arrows. And I will say the Arrows certainly are playing more aggressive. But right now they're down by 5, 8-13. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. And lost control of the ball, but got it back into the big guy. And he looks pretty strong, can't get it to go, and off the Arrows. Looked like there was an awful lot of help from the backside there, but nonetheless. LeBlanc back in the ball game. Prince Schulte sits down. 13-8. Golden Eagles. Arrows have had a couple of flurries, but not very consistent. Wide open. Somebody forgot somebody there. 2 points for Jacob Gehring. And looks like we're going to have a little Nate Davis kind of hopping around. Hope it's just a little bit of a sprain or aggravate. Looks like he's got his right knee wrapped a little bit, so might have just kind of sprained it or tweaked it a little bit. All right. Decker trying to get in, gets cut off, and then pass is left alone. And back to Davis, a little short, but Arrows get the rebound. Nate's going to try another one, a little short again. And followed the shot just a little bit too late. And Hannigan got a hold of the ball before Nate could get there. So Arrows down 15-8 now after tying the ball game up at 6. And been outscored 9-2. So another little drought. And a nice little jump shot. And that is Anthony Bachmeyer, his 4th point. And another steal this time by the Eagles. 17-8, and the Eagles are on a roll here. And the big guy gets another bucket. Allen with 2. Aberdeen's got a couple of pretty good sized boys, bigger than us anyway, put it that way. And those are little short jumpers we're not even coming close on. Gotta hit those. 19-8, so an 11-point lead with 9 seconds to go, and the Golden Eagles are going to look for that last bucket. And it's no good, and we'll end the quarter with the Arrows trailing Aberdeen 19-8. And the Arrows didn't seem to play too bad, and here they're down by 11 points. Just not very scoring very well for one, but defensively they look pretty good, but still gave up 19. Do you need gas or are you hungry? How about some late night supplies? Check out the Cowboy Country Store number 3 at the intersection of Highway 81 and 14th Avenue. While there, try some Chester's Chicken, a sub, or any of the other many food items offered by the Cowboy. That's the Cowboy Country Store number 3 up there north on Highway 81 at the intersection of 14th Avenue. And don't forget, if you're seeking a new and innovative way to advertise your business, the Public Opinion has many ways to reach your customers. That's including live sporting events via POTV. If you like what you're hearing, contact us at 605-886-6901 and hear your ad on POTV. Well, 19-8. I said the Arrows don't seem to be playing that bad. Didn't shoot the best. And defensively seem to be pretty solid, but golly, Ned, that's a nice play, but a good block. But the official says a little more arm than ball. And that from here sure looked like a pretty good play. And that's Allum's second foul. And to the line goes Van Sickle. And maybe we'll shoot free throws better the second quarter here. We've had plenty to try, and that hasn't helped, though we haven't made them. And that one doesn't go either, so free throw woes are still there. 10-point Eagle lead, 19-9. Nice little jump shot again, but no good. The Eagles appear to look for that shorter jump shot than shoot threes, and I guess it's kind of worked for them here. And we got some altercation under the basket there with a foul called. And that's going to be against Aberdeen. And Brock DeGroot with his first foul. And that'll bring us to a 1-1. Officials tonight, Jerry Beers, James Benning, and Mo Rusink, but I don't believe Mr. Beers is here. Dwayne Fiala is here. And it doesn't look like Mo Rusink either, so I didn't catch the names to start with. Since this is a rescheduled game, I'm sure they had to find some different officials. Well, nice strong move by LeBlanc, and he gets her to go. Oh, it seems like we get a little flurry, 2 or 3 baskets, and then we go dry. Let's see if we can keep this one going a little better. Nice pass in there. And going to have a blocking foul. But again, that's pretty solid defense. He just tried to get up there and help. Spencer with his first foul. And that was just good hustle. And if you don't get a foul or two during the game, then you're not working very hard, I'd say. Well, Anthony Buckmeyer missed his first chance. And, I guess the Golden Eagles haven't shot such great guns at the free throw line either. I got them a 1 for 3 now. Well, 9-point lead for the Eagles. Alex Gower just can't get it to go. And a steal, but Nate doesn't like it, but I think maybe he and his mate kind of pinched him a little bit there, and I think there's probably some contact. Taylor Lindahl in there. Give Nate a little rest. In the heat of the battle of the game, you make a play and you just don't even know that you made contact or did anything that you shouldn't have. So I've reffed enough years to know that the players never foul, and if they miss a shot, they always got fouled. Aberdeen with a man-to-man defense that helps out on the offside. There's a good call from the backside. And we'll have another 1-and-1 coming up here. That's Logan LeGrand, and that's his second foul. And it's Nate DeSpiegler in there for a 1-and-1 bonus, excuse me. And he makes the first one. That's a good sign. See if he can make the second one. 20-12, we're kind of hanging in there now at that 10 to 8 point deficit. Need to make a run here. And the second one goes in. We like to see that. Now down to 7, 20-13, but Arrow defense is going to have to be stellar here the rest of the quarter. And so far, so good. Missed the rim and all, and then forced the ball up ahead. Good rhythm there, and that went in. 3 for Gower. And that brings us to within 4. So we are getting a nice little run. And luckily we didn't get a foul there for pushing the shooter. But the shot was already off when he gave him a push, I think. And Alex, a little bit out of control, wild shot there. Got a little confidence with that three-pointer and thought maybe he could be Michael Jordan. No good. All right, we're going to go to the line for 2. And that looks like Lindahl. We'll see if that's the official call. Nope, DeSpiegler with his first foul. And looks like Cole Bergen at the line. And I believe he'll be shooting 2. Makes the first one. 21-16. Well, the Arrows are hanging in there. Like I say, if they play as well as they did against not Aberdeen, but Pierre last night, they could hang around enough, maybe have a chance at the end. Yeah, he missed the second one. So Aberdeen not shooting free throws particularly well. The Arrows made a couple and got themselves back in this ball game. 21-16. A little fall away's good. And that was Nate DeSpiegler. 4 points now. Almost a steal. 20 on the shot clock yet. Wide open 3. Man, our guys flying on the floor and a lot of jockeying for position, and neither team having anything to do with it. Trying to push me around, I'm going to knock you to the floor. I think that's going along pretty even, and nothing wrong with it at all. About a little under 4 minutes left in the quarter here. That was a tough shot, but luckily got the rebound, and it rolls right down the outside of the rim. That would have put us to within 1 point. We're down to 3 points, and all the way down, and then we're going to go the other way. Good defense by the Arrows, drawing the charge. And Cole Bergen picks up his second foul on that drive. He's going coast to coast. But unfortunately, when you get to the basket, if somebody's there, you got to pull up. College game and the pro game, of course, they have that little circle or semicircle under the bucket. And if you're in there, you usually don't get that charge. And I think he was close to that. I think that was Van Sickle that's in the game that drew that charge. Arrows, good ball movement. Hey, look at that. Bryce LeBlanc gets a 2-pointer to draw us within 1. And as I said, with the coaches being brothers, there's a pride factor to this game. And Arrows are not going to go quietly in the night, as they say. Three-point attempt is good. Nice shot by Cole Bergen to bring the Eagles back up to a 4-point lead. So I think the Arrows would love nothing more than to knock off one of the top-rated teams in the state here at home. (20-24). Arrows down by 4. And nice little bucket in the middle. Gower with 2, and that was a nice shot for him. Got himself in a good position and went up for a nice little jump shot. So we're within 2, 24-22. And there we got a push in the back. A lot of people mistakenly call that over the back, but that is actually a push. There is no such thing as over the back. That is not a call in the referee handbook. That foul is on, well, there we go, 50. Brock DeGroot, his second of the quarter. And Bryce, oh, not going to get that one. But Aberdeen up to 10 fouls, so that's 2 shots. Don't see that too often. And Bryce makes the second one to get us to within 1. Could have tied the game. Well, Arrows working hard and seem to be gelling a little bit here and meshing together a little bit better. Obviously much more. Oh, that was he was going to pass that. Oh, darn it. That's the correct call. If you are in possession of the ball and fall down, touch any other part of your body but the hand, that is a travel. And I think Aberdeen was wanting to pass that ball, and the Arrows collapsed on the receiver. Good defense by the Arrows, but the big guy, whoa, that's going to be a foul. And Golden Eagles getting a little frustrated with the boxing out of the Arrows. And they're going to talk about that one as to what kind of foul that's going to be, I think. That could be anything from or just a regular normal foul, could be an intentional foul or a flagrant foul. Now let's, well, they did call a foul on LeGroot for that, and that's his third, and they're not shooting it because they're calling it an offensive foul, as the Arrows had not gained possession of it yet. This was a loose ball, so to speak, and until the Arrows gained possession, Aberdeen was still considered to be on offense, so it's like a charge. And the Arrows didn't take a very good shot there. In an attempt to try to get ahead, they pushed it a little bit too much. And I was kind of saying earlier, the Arrows look like they're gelling for one thing, and also they're more aggressive going toward the basket. Notice that in the Mitchell game, and I think something they've lacked this year until these last few games. So that's a good sign, and maybe, who knows, maybe they'll surprise somebody on the district tournament level. Look what I found, says Spencer Waggy. He was not ready for that, thought his teammate had that ball. Oh, another chance to take the lead. There's 40 seconds to go, so plenty of time to do it. And goes into the big guy. Nice pass out. And, oh, no good there. Arrows had the rebound, got it back. Nice pass inside for an easy 2. Van Sickle gets the bucket, but nice assist there by DeSpiegler, I think that was. So the Arrows up 25-24, 10 seconds to go. Aberdeen's going to try and take the lead back. before the end of the half. And misses everything. And I tell you what, I've seen the Arrows and Brookings go at each other pretty hard before, but this is pretty wild. Well over 10 fouls in Aberdeen, and I think Watertown was getting up there too. So the Arrows fight back and grab the halftime lead at 25-24. Wow. Sign up with WOW for your local internet, cable TV, and phone service. Bundle and save. Tonight's game is brought to you by WOW, and it's a WOW game, all right, I'll tell you. I'm sure Roger Merriam will be up to visit and give his viewpoint of this, but this has been a fun, entertaining game to watch, which I can't always say in a double-A game it is. Seems many times methodical and defense-driven, but this has been pretty darn entertaining, I think. And the Little Tykes are going at it now. When in need, Sharp Auto Body and Glass is ready to help with gold class status, state-of-the-art equipment, certified technicians, meticulous craftsmanship, and our 100% satisfaction guarantee. Sharp Aber Body and Glass will make your vehicle like new again. They're located just behind Sharp Automotive, West Highway 212. We handle all makes and all models. That's Sharp Aber Body and Glass on West Highway 212. Call them at 886-8083. That's 886-8083. Well, let's see who's the scoring has been well spread out with both teams, I believe. I got Nate Davis with 1 3-pointer for 3. Taylor Lindahl's got 2. Alex Gower has 5. Bailey Van Sickle 3. Nate DeSpigler 4. Bryce LeBlanc 6. And Spencer Waggy with 2 for a total of 25. Over on the other side, we got Anthony Bachmeyer with 5. Jacob Goring for 2. 5 for Logan LeGrand. 6 for Cole Bergen. 2 for TJ Allum, and 4 for Brock DeGroot, but more importantly, 3 fouls on Brock DeGroot. That last one coming on that, you can call it whatever kind of move you want to call it, but it's still illegal, throwing the guy in front of you down to get at the rebound. And I see Mr. Merriam is here now, and all he's got's a camera, for Pete's sake. What's up, Raj?
Are we experts or what?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Well, I knew the SD is kind of down this year, and thought maybe Aberdeen was just the best of a not so good conference. And about the first quarter of Aberdeen, I says, I think they can play with Lincoln or Washington or anybody. Just looked that good, and I figured us after a tough loss out at Pier, a long trip, I said, we're in trouble. Now we're ahead in about 5 minutes, so I don't know what happened in between those 2 quarters, but everything was going Aberdeen's way. I know one thing, we've really cracked down on the boards, and they're not getting second chances, and maybe they didn't really have a real good shot selection, but I wouldn't have been surprised if it was a 40-point game after the first quarter. And
well,
now I don't know what to tell you what's going to happen in the second half.
You know, when the coaches are brothers, the team's kind of, there's some pride there, I think.
Well, you know, and thing for Brent, the last 3 years, Aberdeen Central, I think, won 5 games total. And he is like 5-15 in these games against Bryan and Watertown. And in the 10 years, Aberdeen has never swept the Arrows. And if Aberdeen wins tonight, they will clinch the ESD title. It'll be their first title since they shared it in 2005, and their first outright title since 2002. But coming back home, and maybe things didn't go quite well second quarter. You got to give the Arrows a lot of credit. A lot of their comeback was with Nate on the bench with the 2 fouls, and I really thought, I was asking Steve, whose choice was it not to play this during the week, because the girls played Thursday night in their makeup game, and Steve said it was my choice. I didn't want us to play Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So I thought, oh, it's better that we drive out to Pier and have a 7-hour drive on Friday, then come home to host the best team in the conference. And that's very much how it looked the first quarter, like we weren't going to show up tonight. Who knows? I'm going to say the Arrows are in this game, but now Aberdeen will probably have a 20-point run and be back up by 20.
Well, I've noticed that with the Mitchell game, the Arrows are a lot more aggressive on the offensive end, like they want to go in and score.
And they did that last night too. You know, granted, you play Mitchell, you play Pier, and even to some degree Aberdeen tonight, the pace is a little faster. And but I do think for us, we're not really a team. You don't want to just come down and launch threes, but it doesn't seem like it really benefits you to spend 45 seconds trying to push it inside the 6'1" post player. Sometimes you're just better off trying to get a mix match. And not only that, we're still getting stuff on inside, but it's more with the extra pass or the offensive rebound by putting pressure on the defense. So, you know, I haven't really asked Brian about that. You know, the Mitchell game, it was our third highest point total since Brian's been here in one game. But there's a lot of teams that are having their high point totals against Mitchell this year because of the pace of the game, and then Mitchell didn't play very good defense or rebound very well. But I don't know what to think of this one.
Well, I noticed there's been more people on the floor in this half than I've seen all year.
Well, I actually, you know how the game is now, where you're subbing people out, and you see coaches. And I kind of told Joey Bierke, I said, this game changed when Brent decided to sub up 5 guys at the same time. You know, because back when we played, you wanted your best 5 on the floor as much as possible, certainly your best couple of players. And now I think it's a little bit more kind of open substitution, you know. Yeah. You almost expect a kid on the bench to just run to the scores table and check in for somebody whenever you feel like going in. But I do think that's the one thing about the game today. A lot more kids, a lot more fluctuation, and you know, and of course, this is Watertown's third game in 4 days, and Aberdeen, I think, played Tuesday night. So you get to this time of year, you probably do have to use some more of those kids, especially in a close game. So who knows what's going to happen in the second half?
Well, are you going to predict the winner?
No.
You coward. Roger Merriam with the PO. Roger's not going to try to make any kind of prediction. Well, I don't know. I'd like to say the Arrows are probably going to pull this one out by the looks of things, but who knows what the second half will bring. Well, for more than 125 years, the Watertown Public Opinion has been keeping you informed and entertained. From City Hall to Pier to the halls of Congress, from Afghanistan to Arlington, from the NFL stadiums to the neighborhood t-ball field, we report on it all just for you. If there's something you'd like to see in the pages of the PO, or you have a hot news tip, give us a call, 886-6901, extension 301. Ask for our editor, Roger Whittle. He'd love to hear from you. Whether it's delivered to your door, to your computer, tablet, or smartphone, we create the newspaper every day just for you. And Mike Lucan with Hofteser Real Estate reminds you that homes in the Watertown area are selling fast. Interest rates are still at historical lows, so buying now makes sense. Mike provides both knowledgeable and professional service, and will be happy to assist you with all your real estate needs. Whether you want to buy or sell a home, find a commercial lot, or start a business, or sell some farmland, call Mike Lucan of Hofteser Real Estate today at 605-868-3062. You'll be glad you did. Well, let's see what Aberdeen has a long string of victories here. If Watertown could pull this off, they'd break a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 game win streak, including a win over Roosevelt, Pier, Yankton. Their only losses at Pier, and Rapid City Stevens, of all things. So after tonight, they're home for Brandon Valley. and go from there. The Arrows again, we're home against Harrisburg. We've had a couple of 3-win stretches, a couple of 3-loss stretches, and just kind of hover around that 500 mark. In around the state, Class A, Aberdeen Roncalli is on top at 18-2, followed closely by Winter at 18-1, Del Rapids 17-2, Clark Willow Lake 16-3 is the 4th seeded team at this point. Other area teams, you got Groton is 13-5, Theo Spazina 15-4, Sisseton 8-2, Britton Hecla 7-13, Millbank 5-14, and Webster 4-15. In Region 2, you got Sioux Valley 11-8, Hamlin 11-9, Redfield Dolan at 10-10, and Dubrook area at 9-9, and Dual 5-13. Then we look over at Class B, and a fairly local team up west of us here, Langford, is on top with an 18-1 record. And Summit, just up north here, 15-4, leading in Region 1, followed by Rossel 12-7, Waverly South Shore 13-6, Wilmot 6-10, and Great Plains Lutheran 2-17. In Region 2, Warner is in second place after Langford at 16-3, Aberdeen Christian 10-9, Leola Frederick 6-13 with Northwestern 2-15, and the Wabash Dragons are 0-18 this year. Tough year for the Dragons. South of us, we got Arlington at 15-2, another top-rated team. They look to be about 4th seed. DeSmit 12-6, Castlewood 10-7, Esteline 7-12, Lake Preston 5-14, and Florence Henry 6-10. Some of the other B teams that are highly ranked at 44 seed points or better. We got White River at 16-2, Faith at 16-1, Wolseley Wessington 19-0. I think it's the only unbeaten team left in the whole state. Elkton Lake Benton 18-2, and Platte Geddes at 14-5. Even 19-0 doesn't get you the top seed around here. Their seed points are 44.47. So they're following Faith and White River and Langford area, who have some losses. Well, looks like we're ready for the second half to begin, with the Arrows up by 1. And Aberdeen starts with a 3-pointer that's kind of off the mark. We'll see if the fellas can stay on their feet a little better this half. I just couldn't believe how many times there were guys on the floor. Appears that we're just trying to keep a body on them to keep them out of there, and that's a poor pass. Unfortunately, after the steal. And that's one thing the Arrows, I think, need to work on is that passing around the perimeter. I mean, they don't seem to come to the ball, and they don't dribble to the other player. And they get stuck out there, and then nobody comes up to get to the ball to help out. And so I think some adjustment there would certainly be helpful. And as Roger mentioned, they're trying to go inside, but they're quite a bit taller than us with 2 pretty large players there. And first foul of the second half. Again, this is probably more fouls in the first half than we've had in the whole games all year. And that'll be Lindahl's first foul. And he's going to send Logan LeGrand to the free throw line. And again, thank you to the Golden Eagles. They're not necessarily shooting free throws a whole lot better than we are. I'll try to total them up here pretty quick. Mix that one. But let's see, there's 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 3 and 4. Made 3, missed 4, which is less than 50%. And I'll get the Arrows here in just a minute. And Davis makes a jumper. And it's 27-25 after Aberdeen tied it up on the one free throw. So the Arrows have missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're 50%. Neither team shooting free throws very well. That would have been a long three-pointer had he tried that one. Nice kick out. Brings it in. Nice little hook shot. We'll take it. That could have gone either way on that one. Both players reached out and tried to grab it. Well, the Arrows got a 2-point lead, and said I think I'll go out on a limb and say the Arrows just might pull this one out, and then that went off Nate's hands. We'll see if Aberdeen responds. I kind of think maybe, as Roger said, a lot of substitutions. I don't know if Aberdeen normally does that, or maybe he's trying to get more players in here to rest some of his starters a little before district start, or if he's I can't imagine he'd do anything but the most he could do to win this game. Gotta beat my brother, you know how that goes. And the three-pointer's no good. And the officials are keeping tight rein on this. Like I said, when that many people are on the floor, there's something going on. And that foul is on Nate. And in the Aberdeen's, of course, just about every team's bigger than we are. So I think we're tending to try to use our bodies to keep position and keep them out. Hallam gets 2 to tie up the game at 27. Now you might have thought maybe there was a little contact there and there should have been a foul called, but I think that was a great call by the official. Giving the ball to the Arrows out of bounds, keep the game moving a little bit. No need for a real unnecessary foul as that kind of thing. And Brian takes a timeout thinking that Bryce was going to get hung up. Are you tired of hearing about Sioux Falls or Aberdeen weather forecasts? Would you like to hear about the weather for Watertown? Well, now you have that option with WatertownWeatherWatch.com. WatertownWeatherWatch.com is the only service for Watertown that has 3 meteorologists producing daily forecasts twice a day, specifically targeted at Watertown in the area. Plus, WatertownWeatherWatch.com also has current and hourly weather statistics to help plan your day or weekend activities. Just go to WatertownWeatherWatch.com on your computer, tablet, or mobile phone, or better yet, download it from the Apple iTunes or the Google Play Store. Watertown Weather Watch. Nice kick out and good 2 by DeSpiegler. Gives him 6 for the game. Gives the Arrows the lead at 2 again. Aberdeen looking like they're, Matt got him on the arm. Aberdeen kind of looking like they're getting a little desperate already. Just 3 minutes into the third quarter. I think they're used to being a little more in control of the game. Matt hasn't done anything but get a foul or 2. First foul, and he hasn't got any points, but he's gotten some rebounds and such. And that makes Bergen makes his first free throw, so they're at 50%. Let's see what the next one brings. And he misses that one, so they're back under 50%. Neither team wanted to take control of the game at the free throw line, apparently. And Bryce is not worried about shooting any. Matt got out-muscled there. And in it goes, but no, we're waving it off. Now what? Or is it a push after the shot? I believe And that is Brock DeGroot's 4th foul. And (29-28). So that basket apparently did not count. As the pushing must have occurred prior to the shot. Interesting. Nice. Get in there, atta baby. And that's Spencer Waggy again, looking a little more confident again in these games than he did earlier in the year. And that foul on Jacob Gehring is his 2nd. And let's see if we can keep above 50%. Heck no. Matt Decker runs down the rebound. And Aberdeen's quick hands result in a tie-up. Matt didn't protect the ball very well. And it looks like it's Watertown's ball with a 31-28 lead. Thanks to Spencer Waggy's 2-point bucket. And we're just under the halfway mark in the quarter. Bryant's going to go in with it. Going to get a foul with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. And we'll see who that foul is on. TJ Allen, his 3rd foul. And the big guys for Aberdeen are a little bit of trouble here. 4 and 3 fouls. And Bryce gets us back up to that good 50% mark. Bailey Van Sickle takes a seat. Taylor Lindahl back in for him. And he makes the 2nd one. How about that? 4 for 6 is Bryce at the line, so that's helping our average out a little bit. 33-28. And the surprising Arrows are making this work. And good play by the Arrows. Bryce came out with the help. The pass was a little high, and here we come. Matt's going to take it in strong and misses a bunny. Boy, I thought he had that one. But rebound rolls off the Aberdeen Central player. And Nate Davis coming back in. Gower sitting out. There goes Matt for 2. And I've been kind of wanting to see him do that more all year, is take the ball in and take some shots. And Aberdeen will call a timeout, down by 7 of all things. Can you believe it? Well, believe Qdoba Mexican Grill. They're good stuff. They're located out at 951 29th Street Southeast in Watertown. They are fast, casual Mexican restaurant specializing in large mission-style burritos, as well as signature items such as Mexican gumbo, 3-cheese queso, and cho chili barbecue sauce, taco salads, quesadillas, nachos, and more. Qdoba Mexican Grill is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they cater as well. That's Qdoba Mexican Grill out by Walmart at 951 29th Street. Southeast in Watertown. Arrows with a 7-point lead, and I imagine Rogers about beside himself by now. Nice defense by Matt, and he touched it last. I should say by Bryce. Bryce LeBlanc there with the defense. Held his ground nicely, and Aberdeen again getting a little frustrated here. I see quite a few away from the ball pushing kind of thing. And that's not going to fall. And Matt, unfortunately, going to get it called for the foul. Not much you can do when they're pushing in, and a lot of officials, I've heard this even in the college game, announcers say this, that, and there's a free throw for Anthony Buckheimer, that if an offensive player kind of gets himself in a pickle, even though there's some contact, if the offense created a lot of it, why the officials shouldn't bail him out, so to speak. And so 2 free throws there for Anthony, 35-30. Pass over the top. I think they're doing a pretty darn good job on Nate tonight. He got his 3rd basket, or 7 points for Nate. Brings us back up to a 7-point lead, but I can tell Nate's just a little frustrated too. And oh, attaboy. Well, that's one of those deals where that could have went in. Sometimes we foul and we don't make sure they miss it. I think all you're going to foul that shooter, make sure they don't make the bucket. That doesn't mean you have to do it hard or anything. Just make sure they don't make it. You can do that legally as such. 37-31, meaning you don't have to whack them in the eye or anything like that. You just make sure you foul them good. Well, all of a sudden Aberdeen decides to make some free throws. That's what you need to do to stay in this ball game. 5-point Arrow lead, 37-32. If you're just tuning in, this is Rick Evans with POTV. And the Arrows took a first quarter deficit and put her into a 1-point halftime lead. And have come out here in the 3rd quarter pretty strong. And as I mentioned at halftime, a lot of people, Jacob Gehring with 2 to bring him within 3. A lot of people have been on the floor, a lot of pushing and shoving and this and that and all kinds of things. Nice rebound by LeBlanc. So it's been a very entertaining game, and officials have done a good job keeping it under control as best they can. They got a little step on it, but didn't get the ball up there, and he ends up in the benches. And Alex Gower going to pick up the foul, but again, made sure that they didn't make the layup. Officials were a little bit behind that play. It's kind of hard to make that call there, but I think the way the player went up, I think is pretty obvious that his arm got grabbed a little bit. And Buckheimer now 3 in a row at the free throw line. Brings Eagles within 2. And they're going to start making their free throws. That would get them back in the game, and they sure do. For a 1-point deficit, Arrows up by 1, 37-36. And haven't scored here for a little bit. Came out pretty good in the start the 3rd quarter. Now this is do something with it, Spencer. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. Nice strong move, but he stepped out of bounds trying to get in position there. Nice move though. There seems to be an awful lot of contact on both sides with the dribbler, and I just don't understand why they let that go so much. Nice alley-oop. Bruckheimer with 2 more to put the Eagles ahead by 1, and come back for the Eagles here with under a minute to go. And we're going to foul on the dribble there as Nate got by his man. And Nick Goman. Oh, take that back. Jesse Babcock. And shot clock and play clock are about the same. Alex gets a nice drive by there, but he elects not to shoot. Still got plenty of time. Try to get that last bucket of the quarter. And Davis is going to throw up a three-pointer and banks it in. I think he had no intentions of doing that whatsoever. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Not that Nate's not good, he is. But by golly, when you do stuff like that, you got to have a little luck sometimes. Goodness gracious, 40-38 Arrows up. KXLG Radio, live and local, your source for local news and events along with Classic Hits Radio. With music based in the 70s, a pinch of the 60s, and a dash of the 80s. Listen to KXLG at 99.1 FM. Excuse me, at a sneeze I couldn't stop. Need a little help finding the right set of tires for your vehicle? Sharp Automotive, located on West Highway 212, Watertown, handles all the major name brand tires. We'll match or beat any price in town. Remember, we offer free tire inspections. Sharp Automotive Service Department will repair any make, any model of vehicle. Stop in or call today. 605-886-8062. Well, the Arrows increased their lead from halftime by 1 point. They're ahead 40-38. Not particularly a high-scoring game, but again, it's been awfully entertaining. I don't know if you're watching some of the off-ball stuff, but my goodness, there's a lot of grabbing, holding, pushing, this and then that, and then it's sometimes hard to look away from where the ball is, but there's a lot of action. That's one of the tough things about officiating. If you, nice pass. Come on, Spencer, attaboy. Way to use that left hand. That is 6 points for Spencer, and the big points it is. That's a 4-point lead for the Arrows. 3-point shot, rims out. Yeah, and that's number 3 is going to get a foul. He didn't like it very well. That's his third foul, but he basically, as Nate drove by him, he is kind of saying, they call it an arm bar, but that's for the big guys. I don't think that's very good defense when you're guarding a dribbler, and it's basically a push attempt at a hold or control the offensive player. So good call by the officials there. Already 11 fouls. And the three-pointer by Gower. He looked like he wanted to shoot that the whole way, and he did, for a 45-38 Arrow lead. And my goodness. Oh, and a comebacker there is Jacob Doreen. It's 3, his 7th point. Back to a 4-point Arrow lead. So I don't know, the way they've been shooting them, I'd almost let them shoot that myself rather than let them drive in. 45-41, Arrows up in a very entertaining game. Oh, and we're going to lose that one. Nice thought, but didn't get the pass where it needed to be. Good defense by the central player there. 45-41, 6:22 to go. Couple of substitutions there, looks like. Matt Decker's in the game now. We got Gower and Davis, and DeSpiegler and LeBlanc. Nice drive, and they're going to get a chance at a 3-point play. That's what you don't want to have happen. Gower with the foul on that one. And a miss. 45-43, Arrows clinging to that 2-point lead they had at the quarter mark. Big guy for Aberdeen's back in again. Nate with a nice drive, and they're going to call foul. And is it going to be part of the shot, or is it going to be get the ball afterwards? Nope, part of the shot. And that foul on Jacob Gehring, his third. And Nate puts it in. 48-43, 5-point Arrow lead. Surprising game, entertaining game. Arrow's not giving much away just because they're ranked a lot higher and got a lot better record, that's for sure. Alex goes in there and gets her to go. And Alex has got 5 points this quarter, keeps it a 5-point Arrow lead. Oh, and Alex is going to pick up a foul on the way by. They'll reach in there. And again, that's 13, 14 total fouls. And the Arrows are over the limit, so Backheimer gets a shot, and boy, he's got 5, 6 in a row now at the free throw line, so don't want to foul him for Pete's sake. Bailey Van Sickle back in for Decker. And make that 7 in a row, so he's bringing the percentage for the Golden Eagles up quite a bit. 50-47, 5 minutes to go in the game. Can the Arrows hang on? And Nate is going to get one. And good call by the official there. That was a what we call a flop, I'd say. And Bachmeyer gets his first foul. And Nate will get a chance at a free throw to make a 3-point play out of it. And now all of a sudden everybody's making free throws. Well, that's good. As long as we keep up with them on the free throws, that's good. 6-point Arrow lead, 53-47. Reach in on Nate. It'll be his second foul. Trying to help out, but in the officials doing an excellent job here. They're just recognize all the stuff going on in the first 3 quarters and first half, and frustrations that are building here, and a miss. So TJ Allen with a miss on the front end of a 1-and-1. Oh, kind of had him kind of looking for a back door, but .441 to go. Arrows up by 6. And that Roger, he wouldn't make a prediction. Can you believe that? And Nate splits the defenders, and he's not going to get that one to go, but he's going to get a chance at a couple free throws. He just like threw the ball between the 2 defenders, and as they looked at the ball, he snuck through there. That's an old trick. Probably learned that from his dad. Or watching his dad, one of the two. Fouls on Logan LeGrand. And Nate rolls that one in. Now there's 17 total fouls this half. Heck, they haven't had that many fouls in a whole game most of the time. And again, officials doing an excellent job recognizing that there's some, I think, frustrations and some extra activity going on there, and they've cleaned it up quite nicely. And 44 could have been called for a hook there just a little bit. And the short guy gets a bucket, gets the rebound. Now the big guy gets the bucket. Allen with 2. And Aberdeen wants timeout. Brings it to within 6, 55-49. With gold class status, state-of-the-art equipment, certified technicians, meticulous craftsmanship, and our 100% guarantee, Sharp Abra Body and Glass will make you and your vehicle like new again. Located just behind Sharp Automotive, West Highway 212. They handle all makes and models. Sharp Abra Body and Glass, West Highway 212 in Watertown, 886-8083. I got to go see him here pretty darn quick because the doggone wind caught my door the other day, and it got it out of adjustment. Makes it a little hard to close and open. Kind of did that once before, and the boys at Sharp fixed me up really well. So gonna have to go see him again. All right, 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go in this ball game. Arrows up by 6, and I'm sure Aberdeen's capable of making this 6 points up, so the Arrows are going to have to keep going at the basket. No time to deflate the ball and try to milk the clock here, I'd say. Let's get it right in there just like you've been doing the whole game. And there's going to be a foul there. We're going down the other end, so it's on the Arrows on the push. Spencer gets himself a foul, for Pete's sake. 6-point Arrow lead. It would have been nice to have an 8-point lead, but guess we'll just have to live with what it is. The guys seem to be playing the game a little more straight up now. Don't see so many on the floor. A lot of doing this and then that and nice. Oh, but yes, good call by Mr. Fiala as 44 saved it nicely. He threw it off the Arrow player, but it came back and hit him in the arm while he was standing out of bounds. All right, Arrows, we need to score again. What is 22 doing there? I think we missed one there, fellas. No shot, and we're going to go the other way. I thought that was a little late getting in there, but nonetheless, they're going to give it to Aberdeen. Bryce LeBlanc with the foul. And it sure seemed to me like that guy moved into that spot same time Bryce did. It was shaping up to be a nifty little play, but Bryce needed to catch it and keep himself under control. And a three-pointer by Gehring to bring the Golden Eagles within 3. And coach says, let's have a timeout. KXLG Radio, live and local, your source for local news and events, along with classic hit radio music based in the 70s, 60s, and maybe a little 80s. KXLG 99.1. And when you travel on business or pleasure, you may miss many of the events you'd like to know about. Catch up on all the local sports, news, and events. Be sure to check out thepublicopinion.com and download our mobile app in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. That's thepublicopinion.com. If you're hungry after the game, why, run out to Qdoba Mexican Grill and get yourself a taco salad or a 3-cheese queso. They're out there by Walmart on 951 29th Street Southeast in Watertown. And don't forget Watertown Weather Watch. Just go to watertownweatherwatch.com and download it on your computer or your phone. Find it on the Apple iTunes Store and the Google Play Store. That's weather for just the Watertown area. Watertown Weather Watch. So things are getting a little intense here now with 2:45 to go, a 3-point Arrow lead. Oh, Nate maybe should have been looking for a shot there at the free throw line. Nate DeSpiegler. think he had it open, but he looked for a pass immediately. And Davis driving in, so he's going to get to shoot 2. And the foul is on Cole Bergen, his 3rd. So free throws are going to probably determine a lot of this game right now at 2:35 to go. And Aberdeen's sure warming up, so I'm hoping we can stay with them. And that barely dropped in. Oh, Arrows back up again. 57-52. Another 3-point try. This one's short. And Arrow rebound. And here they come. And that's, I like to see that. They're pushing the ball up the floor. And let's not try to waste any, milk any time off the clock. Let's just keep going at them. I think that's Arrow's best course of action myself. And you can probably bet the ball will be in the hands of Nate Davis for a lot of this. And he got blocked. I think he might have been trying to get it down to DeSpiegler. Arrows didn't get back very well, but they got back well enough, and I think there's going to be a foul there. That'll send Alex Gower to the line. So Alex got back enough to get the miss. That's the important thing. Arrows up by 5. And if I haven't made it clear to you, the Aberdeen has a 16-2 record. They're ranked about 3rd or 4th in the state, and we're at 8-10. So this is a quite surprising ball game. But as I say, anything with brothers, you never know what the players are going to come up with. And Alex cans that one. So free throws for the Arrows, they've done real well this 4th quarter. And that's kept the lead up there at 58-52. Arrow fans can maybe relax a little bit now, and the Aberdeen fans probably are going to start fretting a little. 6-point Watertown lead. Aberdeen may be looking for a 3-pointer here with 1:29 to go. Going to drive in, and a wild shot. Saved by Aberdeen. Try to get a 3-pointer going there, and a wild loose ball. A lot of activity coming from the backside, but they'll call a jump, and it's Watertown's ball with a 6-point lead. 1:17 to go. They'll take it on the baseline. So Arrows went to Aberdeen. They went to Pierre last night and played them to a 2-point ball game. So I presume that, I think it's about time we called that. Again, sometimes it's always had to struggle a little bit refereeing is if the ball was in the hands of the dribbler such as this with a 6-point lead, it's kind of almost unfair to let the defense come and just foul right away. They kind of got to earn it, so to speak, because really the Arrows have worked hard to get this lead and to just automatically call a foul. But at some point before the ball gets loose and stolen or taken away, it needs to be called. So a good job by the officials again. It's 10 fouls on both teams. It's been kind of physical, but they've kept it under control. A couple players still getting a little frustrated, but nonetheless. And a lot of contact that time created by the offensive player sticking his rear end out. I'm not sure Nate affected that shot much, but nonetheless he gets a foul. And again, at this stage of the game, any kind of contact I'm sure they're going to call. And he makes the first one. That's 8 in a row for Anthony Bachmeyer. And he misses one finally. And I'm sure the fans from Aberdeen didn't like that call, but you got to think about why did that ball go out of bounds where it went out at, and the way it went out. A lot of help from the Aberdeen player. Even though it might have touched Watertown last, your choice or call a foul or give it to Watertown. And now we're going to try to take some time off the clock. And we got a foul. And Cannon Hannigan gets his first foul, gets himself in the book. And Nate Davis will be shooting a couple. He's been in the line quite a bit tonight. 7 times to be exact. This will be his 8th free throw of the quarter. And all have gone in. 12 points in the quarter for Nate Davis, so he has been the scorer and ball handler that we've been looking for all these games. And by golly, a 3-pointer there. Jacob Gehring is on fire this 4th quarter as well. And we'll have a timeout with the Arrows up by 6, 28 seconds to go. Don't forget, if you want to sell your house, buy a commercial lot, start a business, sell some farmland, call Mike Lucan of Hofteaser Real Estate. His number is 868-3062. That's Mike Lucan of Hofteaser Real Estate. Need new tires? Don't forget to check out Sharp Automotive. They're on West Highway 212. They'll inspect your tires for free and tell you what you need. Call them at 886-8082. And the Arrows get to inbound it to Davis, and he gets away from all the pressure. And they're going to call a foul before we get that. And there again, that's where a little touch foul. It's almost not fair because we had a break, took a layup away from us, and there really wasn't much that affected the play or anything there. But nonetheless, we'll see who Logan Legrand with that foul. That's his 5th, and he's going to get a seat. And Nate gets to see if he can make some more points here. And he does. And this is an impressive Arrow performance here, not only at the free throw line, but on the rebound end of things and the shooting and the aggressive play on the offense. And he finally misses one. 63-56. Long range 3-pointer, tapped a little bit. And now a grab. Several years ago, it was a point of emphasis about the intentional foul, and in a case like this, when the player's already passed the ball away and you simply give them a bear hug, that should be 2 shots in the ball, and the officials have kind of gotten away from it. I don't know if they kind of think it didn't work very well or didn't think it was right. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, it would seem that that was certainly an intentional foul. Well, let's see if Matt can get himself, nope. Missed 2 free throws. 2 points for Matt. Finish this game, and Aberdeen having trouble controlling the ball. And desperate 3-pointers are not going to work. And that's the ball game, folks. And a surprising win by the Arrows, 63-56. I'm not even sure how to describe it. 23 points for Nate Davis is one of the reasons. And down the stretch in the 4th quarter, he made 9 free throws in a row before missing one. So that had a lot to do with it. Alex Gower made 3 out of 4 free throws. So by the time Matt Decker got up there, the game was pretty well decided, and he missed 2 of them. But nonetheless, so 23 by Davis to lead the Arrows to a surprising win, and a lock on 4th place in the ESD for sure. And just a nice win. And poor Brent, he didn't get his sweep of the Arrows, something he hasn't done for all the time he's been at Aberdeen, but his brother Brian has swept him several times, I understand it. Well, anyway, the recap, 2 points for Lindahl. Alex Gower with 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. Good game for Alex. And 3 for Bailey Van Sickle. Nate Spiegler with 6. 2 for Matt Decker. Bryce LeBlanc, 2, 4, 6, 8. And a heck of a job on the boards by Decker and LeBlanc and Waggy, Schulte, all the rebounders for the Arrows. And Spencer Waggy with 6 points there, so good job by the Arrows on that one. For Aberdeen, your scores were Anthony Bachmeyer, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So nice game for Anthony. Jacob Gehring had 3, 6, 9, and 6, 15, 16, 17. And he kept them in the ball game the final quarter with 3 3-pointers and a couple of other buckets. Logan LeGrand had 6. Cole Bergen with 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 for Allen and 4 for DeGroot to wrap up the scoring for Aberdeen Golden Eagles. And it's 63-56. The Arrows win. Don't forget to patronize our sponsors. And I'll give you that list right now. Mike Lucan of Hofteaser Real Estate, Cowboy Country Store, KXLG Radio, Qdoba Mexican Grill, Wow, your internet, cable, and phone company, Roy's Sports Shop, Watertown Weather Watch, and Sharp, Aber & Sharp Service. And this is Rick Evans saying thanks for watching. Don't forget, Tuesday night, Arrows will be at home to wrap up the year. And we'll give you some more details on times and places of the tournament. The district tournament will be starting on March 3rd. So with that, we'll say thanks for watching. POTV, this is Rick Evans, your host. Good night and God bless.
Yeah, it was funny because they have like a little microphone on the camera. And when you first started eating that, all you heard was...
Well, that's why I'm there. I tried to finish it before the national anthem was over right in the end.
It was during the national anthem too, because it was all serious and I was sitting here. Now it's like soup.
Things
one thought that if we do it the same place like Aberdeen or Aberdeen and Bowbridge were using the same company we were. If we go on with them, then people can watch any game they're broadcasting, you know. So who knows? But we'll decide that sometime this spring.
That's looking good.
Yeah.
Is that free?
Yeah, it's free. Yeah. And we know YouTube's not going to go out of business.
Yeah.
Is our next game Tuesday?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Last game.
All right, I'll see you guys.
Yep. If we host a district, will we?
Yeah, we would. Yep, we'd do that one.
Okay. All right, got everything. I'll put the book down there so we can get that.
Okay.
I think we're good. That was a surprise.
Yeah.
A big surprise.